4 types of tea that silently harm the elderly, and why you should stop drinking them. To many, a warm cup of tea in the morning or afternoon is a refined and healthy habit. Tea has long symbolized relaxation, connection, and meditation. However, as we age, our bodies become more sensitive and vulnerable. What once was considered beneficial in youth can become a burden to a weakened body. Unfortunately, some teas, seemingly harmless, can silently harm the brain, especially in older adults. One of the main reasons tea can become dangerous lies in its effects on the central nervous system. In younger individuals, caffeine and certain compounds in tea can enhance alertness and improve performance. But once we reach the age of 65, the nervous system starts to weaken, and the body's ability to metabolize substances declines significantly. Even a small amount of caffeine or stimulating compounds can cause insomnia, neurological disorders, prolonged anxiety, and may even worsen signs of dementia. Many seniors continue their daily tea drinking habit, believing it helps them stay alert and healthy. However, few realize that some types of tea contain ingredients unsuitable for aging bodies. The damage to the nervous system doesn't occur immediately, but gradually accumulates day by day, week by week, year by year, until symptoms like forgetfulness, poor concentration, and confusion begin to manifest clearly. A commonly favored tea that contains high caffeine content is black tea. Caffeine in black tea not only stimulates the brain, but also increases heart rate, disrupts sleep, and raises the risk of high blood pressure. For seniors, good sleep is vital for brain cell regeneration and memory maintenance. Prolonged sleep deprivation caused by drinking black tea in the afternoon or evening can lead to chronic sleep disorders, negatively affecting mental health and cognition. Moreover, black tea contains a large amount of tannins, which can hinder the absorption of iron and other essential minerals. When seniors suffer from long-term iron deficiency, the brain doesn't receive enough oxygen, leading to dizziness, fatigue, and cognitive decline. This is particularly dangerous because such symptoms are often mistaken for signs of aging when, in reality, they stem from an unsuitable diet. Another seemingly benign tea that poses hidden risks is green tea, especially when consumed in large quantities. Green tea contains EGCG, a powerful antioxidant, but when consumed excessively, it can harm the liver and impair the body's detoxification process. An overloaded liver means toxins are not effectively eliminated, leading to their accumulation in the bloodstream and direct impact on the brain. Some studies have shown that drinking strong green tea frequently, especially on an empty stomach or while taking medication, significantly increases the risk of nervous system disorders. Additionally, older adults often take various medications for chronic illnesses like heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Green tea can interact with some of these drugs, reducing their effectiveness or causing unwanted side effects. This may lead to confusion, disorientation, and even increase the risk of stroke due to the indirect effect of improperly functioning medications. Another type of tea gaining popularity for its pleasant aroma and supposed detox effect is herbal tea blends. The market is flooded with hundreds of herbal teas advertised for weight loss, skin improvement, better sleep, and body cleansing. However, not all herbs are safe, especially when combined without regulation. Some herbs contain mild stimulants that can cause nervous tension if consumed over a long period. In fact, a few herbal ingredients may increase the risk of mild psychosis, cause hallucinations, or leave users feeling anxious or restless without knowing why. For seniors, psychological and neurological stability is crucial. Even a small chemical imbalance in the brain can lead to sleep disorders, depression, or rapid cognitive decline. Drinking unregulated herbal teas, without medical guidance, poses a significant risk that many elderly individuals overlook. In some cases, liver detox or colon cleanse teas contain strong laxative compounds. When used too often, the body becomes dependent on this effect and loses its natural regulatory ability, leading to fatigue, dehydration, and electrolyte imbalances, all of which impact brain function. Even mild dehydration in older adults can cause balance issues, dizziness, and even fainting. We also can't ignore another widely favored tea, ginseng tea. Although known as a tonic, when used improperly, Ginseng tea can harm seniors. Some people who drink ginseng tea at night experience insomnia, rapid heartbeat, restlessness, and an inability to relax. Over time, this results in chronic fatigue, neurological exhaustion, and can directly impair memory. Ginseng tea can also raise blood pressure when consumed in large doses, an alarming concern for seniors with hypertension. High blood pressure damages blood vessels in the brain, increasing the risk of stroke and other neurological complications. Meanwhile, many people tend to brew their tea strong, steeping it for long periods to extract all the essence. However, this habit inadvertently increases the stimulant levels in tea to amounts unsuitable for the elderly. Those with weak digestive systems or sensitive nerves are particularly vulnerable to these effects, experiencing stomach discomfort, restlessness, rapid heartbeat, or mild headaches. Overall, drinking tea isn't inherently wrong, but for seniors, it's essential to understand which types of tea are appropriate, when to drink them, and what quantities are safe. Don't let what seems like a healthy habit quietly harm your brain health, making old age more difficult. A better alternative would be gentle teas, such as chamomile tea, natural peppermint tea, or warm water with diluted honey. These drinks not only promote relaxation and better sleep, but also support digestion and soothe the nervous system, making them ideal for older adults. The aging body is like an antique clock. Every part requires care, precision, and a gentle touch. Choosing the right kind of tea is like picking the right oil to maintain that clock. It shouldn't be done carelessly, out of old habits, or at the expense of ignoring the body's warning signs. What you drink daily can become a tonic, or a toxin, depending on how you use it. And once you reach 65 and beyond, prioritize neurological health and mental clarity, because memory, awareness, and independence are the keys to a peaceful and fulfilling old age. Although age is something we cannot change, the choices we make in our daily lives, from meals and sleep to a simple cup of tea each afternoon, are entirely within our control. Especially when it comes to brain health, even the smallest factors must be considered carefully. No one wishes to live a long life only to suffer from forgetfulness, confusion, or the inability to care for themselves. That's why eliminating drinks that silently harm our mental clarity is a practical step in protecting the precious alertness we need in the later stages of life. Many older adults have a habit of drinking tea as a way to connect with memories, a rhythm of life they've had since youth. The scent of tea evokes leisurely mornings and peaceful afternoons on the porch. Unfortunately, beautiful memories do not always translate into present-day health benefits. As the body ages, organ function changes. The kidneys work less efficiently, the liver detoxifies more slowly, and the nervous system becomes weaker, making it harder for the body to process certain compounds in tea as smoothly as before. Some types of tea, when consumed over long periods, can even cause chemical imbalances in the brain. This may lead to a reduction in serotonin or dopamine, neurotransmitters that play a vital role in regulating mood and mental sharpness. When these chemicals are deficient, older individuals are more likely to experience anxiety, disorientation, forgetfulness, or even mild depression. If not recognized and addressed early, such conditions could progress into more severe cognitive decline or dementia. It's not uncommon for elderly people to become irritable, fatigued, or suffer from insomnia without anyone suspecting that their daily cup of tea may be the underlying cause. They often blame age, the weather, or other health issues, overlooking the seemingly harmless tea-drinking habit. A cup of tea at night might disrupt sleep instead of promoting relaxation. Starting the day with strong tea may bring on jitteriness or slight tremors, small signs that, if repeated over time, can significantly impact mental well-being. Moreover, maintaining adequate hydration is crucial for brain function in older adults. Some teas act as strong diuretics, meaning they cause the body to eliminate water quickly, which increases the risk of mild dehydration. This can lead to temporary brain dryness, directly affecting memory and concentration. During summer, or among elderly individuals who don't feel thirst as acutely, prolonged dehydration can become even more dangerous, potentially causing acute confusion, falls, or strokes. Another critical issue is the lack of awareness around mixing tea with medications. Many elderly people take blood thinners, diabetes medications, heart drugs, or sedatives, all of which can interact with compounds in tea. A seemingly innocent cup of tea might increase or decrease the effect of these medications, interfering with how they are metabolized in the body. The result could be uncontrolled blood pressure, blood sugar fluctuations, or mild psychological changes, issues that appear unrelated but are in fact very real. In such situations, it's essential for both seniors and caregivers to cultivate accurate awareness. Tea should not be chosen based on sentiment or old habits. Each type of tea should be understood in terms of its ingredients, effects, and how it interacts with a body that has changed over time. Ideally, one should consult with a doctor or nutritionist to determine the most suitable teas for their current health condition. If maintaining the tea drinking habit remains important as a part of one's lifestyle, transitioning to milder, low-caffeine, calming teas is a smart choice. Chamomile tea, passion flower tea, lotus seed heart tea, or simply warm water with a few slices of fresh ginger. All are beverages that soothe the nervous system without side effects. These kinds of teas not only promote better sleep and stabilize blood pressure, but also calm the mind, a key factor in preserving mental clarity as we age. Time never stops, but mental sharpness can be preserved if we learn to listen to our bodies and adjust even the smallest habits. That daily cup of tea could either be the source of peace or the root of decline. It all depends on informed choices and personal understanding. A small change today could make a big difference in tomorrow's health. If you can, take a moment to reflect on your tea drinking habits with a loving and objective view of your body, which has carried you through so many years. Ask yourself, am I drinking tea to nourish my body, or just to maintain a memory? The answer to that question may open the door to a new chapter in old age, where health, clarity, and peace can coexist within a body quietly enduring the test of time.